Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
The 41-yard line.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Open, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 59 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 30.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time.
28.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He was brought down by Chris.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Burrow on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Switch.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
By Chris Harris. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8. At the Chargers' 10-yard line.
Going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Ross on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
There he goes, right side. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kaepernick. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll run it with Jackson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. The defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the draw, here's Jackson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up third down.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Trying to lay one up deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Chargers.
Now, Kaepernick again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Hey, smash. No.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8.
Burrow on play action. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Over 1st and 10.
A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
John.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Okay, ready? 6 plus 56. 79.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
49 the mic, watch 49. Here we go. 49, guys.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here comes Reed. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, enough. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
55 mark, 55.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Out. It's 4th down.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 13, Mike 13.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Lot 49. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try.
A 54-yard attempt.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.